Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play The Misadventures of Tron Bonne. Last time, we ended up stealing containers of beefsteaks and crab meat, selling them off probably back to their original owners, and managed to unlock some special skills for our serve bots. In this episode, we're going to be tackling our next style of mission, and that is the RPG missions in the Dig Out. So, the goal of this mission is to find the legendary Aurora Stones in the ruins. Alright, let's get this mission meeting started. Alright, so what are our details? We're gonna go on a dig in the Is that Shalakun? I always called it, I guess, Shalakun. In the Shalakun ruins, looking for the Aurora Stones. Dig? Ruins? You mean like underground, Miss Tron? That's right. It's as big as a city, all underground. According to the information our scout brought back, there's all sorts of traps over in the ruins, so we'll have to be extra careful. Yes, Miss Tron, we'll be careful and stay close to you. No, you won't. I'm staying here. I was kind of hoping that the serve bots would then have just like a image of dread on their face. We'll be taking advantage of other diggers there and get the treasure before them. People will trust you more because of your looks. That's why you're going and I'm not. Oh, Miss Tron, you're being too hard on yourself. You're beautiful the way you are. Although I do prefer you when you're inside your lab attire because then your hair is not as crazy as it normally is. Yes, Miss Tron. Whisper. Do you think it's safe? I'm scared of caves. I'm afraid of the dark. But since I'm worried about you going alone, I'll be monitoring you using the mini-robot Finkle. I'll tell you what to do using it. Today's the day in which Roxas forgets how to read. All you have to do is follow the beacon bombs, okay? And no goofing off. Yes, Miss Tron. It's really important on this mission to listen to what people say. If you do, it'll be easier to solve the traps and puzzles. Are you ready to go? Ready, Miss Tron. Alright, so we're going to need ourselves some new serve bots for this. So I'm going to be having 2, 3, and 1. No, we're going to be changing that around. Why is it 2, 3, and 1? Right, so instead we're going to be getting ourselves... we're going to be getting the ones that actually need it increased based on their brain. So we're going to be taking along 6. We're going to be taking along 4. Now you might notice number 3 is almost at his maximum for his stats. His speed is what's going to unlock his special skill. We're going to bring 19 along too, just so I can increase his brains one more time. Okay, so yes, Miss Tron. Alright, so let's go. Now, the RPG missions, I don't find them too bad, but I can see why they could be probably the least important part of this game.
Let's go get that treasure. Miss Tron, how are we supposed to get it? What's a dig out? Well, first you'll have to talk to a digger and get some information. Information? Great! Okay then, follow me. I'll use the Finkle to show you where to go. The Finkle is basically controlled the same way as the Gustav. If you press the square button while holding down the R2 button, you can fire a beacon bomb. If you press just the square button, you can make the Finkle ram something. If you fire a beacon bomb, you want us to go check out whatever you fired it at, right? That's right. And if there's a person there, talk to him or her. I thought we weren't supposed to talk to strangers. Don't worry, I'll be right there with you. The Finkle can make a funny sound if you press the triangle button, which will get people's attention. All right, Miss Tron. We'll do our best. Okay, do you understand everything? Here we go. Roger.
And so we are in the Finkle, and it does make a funny sound. See? Funny sound. So yes, here we are in the RPG missions. This is, honestly, compared to the rest of Mrs. Tron Bonne, and I will have to agree with this for a lot of people, the least impressive part about this game. Not because it's an RPG, but there's not really much to do. So what we're going to do now is send our Starbots to talk to this person.
Hello there, Mr. Digger. It's nice weather we're having, isn't it?
He's so scared. It's adorable.
Are you fellas diggers too?
Yeah. We're here looking for treasure.
Treasure? You mean the Aurora Stones? You won't find any here. You'll have to go deeper into the caves.
Ooh, do you know where they are?
Not really, but I do know that there's supposed to be 3 stones here. Say, want to come along with me? We can look for them together.
Just a second. Miss Tron? He doesn't look very dependable. Well, I guess it can't hurt. Can it? Sure, we'll go with you.
Then it's settled. My name's Dantz. Nice to meet you.
We're Surfbots. Nice to meet you.
And they're so trusting. So meet Dantz, one of the diggers we're going to be meeting inside the ruins. You can talk to him up to 3 times because they have different dialogue.
I get so excited whenever I think about dig-outs. Don't you? I've heard stories that a lot of people are looking for the stones. Nothing like a little competition.
Yes, a lot of people. A lot of people like me.
These caves have only recently been discovered. Who knows what we might run into here?
All right, so that's good to know. So let's go on forward and, we got a little hole in the wall.
Miss Tron, it looks like there was a cave in here. You're right. We need something that can drill a hole if we want to keep going on.
A cave-in, huh? I've got just the thing. This, my Ultra Dynamite. If we use this...
What? Dynamite? Is he crazy? He'll bring the whole cave down on top of us. Wait, stop, don't!
Huh? Why? My Ultra Dynamite's pretty amazing stuff.
Let's leave for now. I'll make a drilling machine and we can come back later, all right? Let's come back later, all right, Mr. Dantz?
All right, if you say so. I really wanted to use my dynamite.
God damn it, I found the equivalent of Goku. Idiot! 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 Yes, you can ram into people with the Finkle, and it is amazing. So, let's keep going down here, and if we go up over this way, there's a chest. So let's send the Surfbots at it.
Huh? It's empty.
Someone must have gotten here and opened it before us.
Does that mean there's no treasure left anywhere?
Not necessarily. Not all treasure boxes are this easy to open. Some treasure boxes are locked, which means you can't open them without the key.
A key, huh? But that means we have to find the key first. This is starting to sound pretty hard. Do you think we can really do it?
Don't worry, I'm with you, remember? Come on, let's keep moving.
All right, Mr. Kaboom Boom's with me. I feel so safe. So yes, this is actually something that's unique inside of this game in particular. Treasure chests inside the digouts will always be locked, and you will need a card key in order to get them open. Right, now first things first, that will damage the Finkle if you run into it, so just move forward a bit and then move back. But back onto the key cards. You will need a key card first before you can open a locked chest. This is the only time in the Legend series I can think of that chests are going to be locked this way. Unless they do it inside the mobile game, that is impossible to find, and I will definitely never be able to do.
Miss Tron, we can't go any further. There's something really painful looking in the way. It's a trap. There's probably plenty of them down here.
It's a trap. If you can't get past this, then you're not worthy of being called a digger. Traps like these usually have an off switch somewhere around them.
A switch? Where?
push that blue switch, the trap should stop. Just you watch.
All right. I have the equivalent of Goku helping me!
Oh, that hurt. This is a nasty trap. Say, maybe you should push the switch instead. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you try?
I knew he was no good. I guess it's up to you guys then.
So, Dance.
Yes, Miss Tron?
So, Dance, how is that? You can't call yourself a digger if you can't get past that trap? Yeah.
Push the switch, all right? But Miss Tron, what happens if we get hit by the big ball? Don't worry, I'll time it just right so that you won't. But if I don't, well... But if you don't? Well, we'll see what happens. Don't worry, it won't hurt that much. But Miss Tron! Quiet! Stop your whining! Do you understand what you have to do? Yes, Miss Tron.
I feel so bad for them. So, yes, we have the Finkle. As you can see right there, if you get too close, you will get hurt by it. So what you do is simply aim the beacon bomb close enough and fire. And this is where you find out that the Servbots are indestructible because nothing will hurt them.
Thank you, Miss Tron.
It'll just daze them a bit.
Way to go! You did it! Now you know how to deal with traps, right?
This is going to be a long day.
You know that. Anyway, that takes care of that trap, so let's keep moving on. And you might be wondering, well, who's the voice of our good friend Dantz here? Well, Dantz is voiced by Terry McGeehan, who has only done this game. A lot of the people who ended up doing this game were from the Ocean dubbing crew up in Canada. And a lot of it is, these are the only games they've ever done.
Miss Tron, we found 800 zenny. We're rich.
They're so cute!
Well, it's good you found some money. Keep it up. We need to get all the money we can. Yes, Miss Tron.
I would love a gif of just the Servbots dancing like that. Just like nothing in the background, just the Servbots dancing like that. That'd be adorable. Who am I kidding? I would love for a Servbot plushie. Why has Capcom not marketed these things the same way that Nintendo hasn't marketed the goddamn Lumas? They're just beings that are so marketable because they're so adorable. I love them so much. But either way, here we have a barrel right here. So what we're going to do is ram it with the Finkle, and we can get some zenny out of it. Anything else? Nope. All right, so there's no other zenny inside there. You got to be careful because sometimes it will be on fire.
It's a fire trap.
Just like this fire trap. See, there was a segue there.
Yep. If you're not careful, you'll be burned to a crisp.
I see. Well, what should we do?
Well, this trap should also have a switch that deactivates it somewhere.
So all we have to do is find it and push it, right?
That's right. Well, what are you standing around for? Let's look for that switch.
Yes, sir. Find the switch.
They're so enthusiastic. So yes, we have a fire trap. The fire trap is right over there with the red switch. I need to mention right now, pay attention to the color of these switches.
That takes care of that. Good job, boys.
Looks like you found it. Way to go, fellas. I knew you'd make good diggers.
They make good diggers, but I wonder about him.
Wait, you still wonder? That's more credit than you're giving him than I am, Miss Tron, that's for sure. But yes, pay attention to the colors of these switches for something that you have to do in the next dig out set of missions, believe it or not. It's rather annoying. That being said, we're going to go up over this way after going down here because I believe we're going to get our first key card right here.
Hey, what's this?
That's a card key for a treasure box. Good job. This means you can open locked treasure boxes now.
Sweet!
Really? Yay! That sounds like fun! Listen to me. That's really important. Don't lose it, all Tron. We'll take good care of it.
Alright, so we have our first card key to open up treasure chests. Now, you don't need to worry about finding an excess number of them, as pretty much there's only a certain amount of them within a ruin, and when you end up finding them, they're always going to be near the actual chest that they go to. So, here we go. Here's a locked chest.
It's a treasure box. Can we use the card key to open it?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
Open it up.
Miss Tron, look at what was inside. An e-bottle, #1. Great! I can use it to recharge the Finkle's energy. Take good care of it. Yes, Miss Tron.
Alright, so that is going to be used to be able to get ourselves some energy back up. And pretty much, seeing as how after this, I'm going to have to go back to doing the missions for the Nakai Ruins, we're going to be needing those quite a bit. So, let's keep going forward now, or am I going backwards? I think I'm going back. Am I going backwards?